we are going to have next week a fun day filled with different things you can do with tags and different ways you can add them to layouts and journals and different things you can do with them, kind of getting you to think outside the box. But today we're going to do the groundwork for that. We are going to show you different styles of different mediums and different things you can put on your tags, and what the differences of some of these companies and their products are that you can use on your tags, as well as your layouts and other projects as well. But we're going to focus on tags today, so come with me and enjoy what we're doing and maybe take a few notes. So these are some of the products I used on the tags I'm working with today. The top row is a Ranger line. We have the Dina Wakley Media glossy sprays, and I absolutely love them, and I will show you why. We have the Dilutions Shimmer sprays, and we have the Distress Tim Holtz Oxide sprays. So we have that group of products. Down here we have Mr. Huey's, which was put out by Studio Calico, and I don't know if that is still a product that's around anymore, but I am showing you what that's like. And we have the Brutus Monroe Aqua Pigment, and I realize that is not a spray, but I wanted to show you a little bit about what it does. So these are just some favorite products. I have most of the colors in these lines, but I thought I'd show you these ones for today. So yeah, just a little bit. And I mean, really, if you want to know full out what some of these products do, I highly recommend going to the manufacturers themselves or the makers that created them to get total insight into those. But I'm showing you things that I've made and different things I found with them and my insight on them. So I'm going to start with my favorite, which is the Dina Wakley Glossy. And I've made a few different tags with that. This one here, I thought I'd try a little something different. I sprayed the fuchsia first. I just sprayed it, and really when you spray, you don't need to be very close. So I sprayed that, and then I went and used a stencil, and with the stencil I used the magenta. And you will find on all of these tags I did, if I used a stencil, I used for the most part the same stencil, just to give you an idea of how they compare. So with this, you will see, hopefully, there is a sheen. It is a glossy spray, so you will see a sheen, and it's pretty cool. I then used the Dina Wakley Glossy Sprays again. You can see more of a sheen on this one. And with this one, I used Turquoise. So that is pretty cool in itself. It's glossy, very easy to stamp over or add other different mediums as well. I wouldn't recommend gesso. Gesso is a plasticky substance, and the glossy sprays are as well. So I wouldn't recommend that. It's almost like a resist, but it is very, very cool. This one, and this is a lot of what we'll be doing next week with actually making real tags, like full out tags. But I used a little different stencil with this one. But with this one, I did primarily everything on here other than the stencil is Dina Wakley products. I used her stamp. I just flipped it and I did it in both areas. And this is part of her collage book, which is very, very cool. And I highly recommend using it if you have one, or even check them out. They're in the stores. It's the Collage Collective 2 that I used, but there's also the Collage Collective 1. Well, sorry, there's Volume 1 and Volume 2, Collage Collective, and they're really, really neat. There's lots of different things in here. You can rip them out and use them, use bits and pieces, but they're very cool add-on to any of your projects that you're making. So this was two different ones. I just cut that into the circle, used a punch, and then this is part of another one, and I just cut that out, and I did Dina Wakley style. I stapled it. So you can use your adhesive, but Dina likes to use her stapler, so I tried that one myself. So those are the Dina Wakley gloss sprays. And with this one, for colors, I should show you too, I used lime and ocean. Ocean was with the stencil and the lime was the background. And again, that is a glossy. And these dry really, really fast. I love it. They dry so fast that you don't need to use any kind of heat source. Secondly, I am going to show you, I used the Dilutions, Dan Reevely's product, which I love. These ones I used are the Pale Sunshine and the Tangerine Dream. And that's those ones there. Love, love, love them. This one is a little bit lighter. Oh, sorry, nope. Switch that up. Got them backwards. See, these things happen all the time. There we go. This is what I used. And this is the same stencil I used on the Dina Wakley ones. So anyways, I will show you. I love, love, love this. It's so cool. There's lots of shimmery goodness. Look at all that shimmer. Love it. I use this one a lot. This is probably one of my more favorite colors to use just because of the colors. It's just a happy color, and I tend to use this one a lot as well. And this one's the Vibrant Turquoise. And as you will notice, there's two different sizes. So she has two different sizes in her product line. So yeah, that is that. This is with the Tangerine Dream, and this was with the stencil. There is some shimmer. You don't see it as much, but it is there. So if you want something shimmery, Dilutions is your go-to. And she has a lot of awesome colors in her product range. Okay, Tim Holtz, he needs no introductions, truly. He has his whole line of Distress Oxides, as I'm sure many of you are very aware of. He has a awesome product here. This one I used was old paper. Look at that, same stencil. It's very cool. And with this, as you know, you could spray on it with water. It does mark up. It does change because it does awesome things, these Distress Oxides. So if you want more information on Distress Oxides, I highly recommend going to Tim Holtz's blog or onto his Facebook feed. He explains that he has some amazing videos on his oxides. So I recommend Tim Holtz. Yeah, awesome stuff. So there's Tim Holtz. Now we're going to go to the Studio Calicos Mr. Huey's Color Mists. This one, again, it dried pretty fast. It almost has, I don't want to say a gloss look to it, but it's kind of like that as well. It has some bubbles and things. It's a little bit on the raised side, but it's a very cool product as well. And again, like I said, I don't know if they still sell this. This product came out according to this packaging in 2012, but it is one I did have. It's put out by American Crafts, and I know you can get it on Amazon and other sites if you can't get it on Studio Calico, but it is a very cool product. I liked this one as well for all the different reasons. It's glossy but not glossy, if that makes sense. It's also very fast drying, and it was like Dina Wakley's, but it's not as glossy. It's kind of in the middle, almost like a chalky to some degree in the background, but there's gloss to it as well. And our last product isn't a spray, like I said. It is the Brutus Monroe's Aqua Pigment, and this color is Cotton Candy. This actually came in the May inspiration kit, and so much fun to work with. Look at that color. It's just so pretty. I just put it on here and ran it down, kind of like that. Moved it around. This is very cool. It's lots of pigment. I really recommend these Brutus Monroe Aqua Pigments. They're so much fun. And the colors are very, very vibrant. And this one obviously is very summery. I'm going to do a cool layout with this one, which we will probably do next week. But I just highly recommend trying out, figuring out all of your products and different things you can make with these. There's just so much you can do, and they're so much fun. I will be going over more next week, and we will be making some different products with some of our tags and coming up with some new ones. But until then, I highly recommend getting some of these products if you don't have them. You don't have to have them for the video, but they are sure a lot of fun to work with if this is something you want to try. These are available in majority of stores. This, I believe, is probably only available on BrutusMonroe.com. I'm not totally sure, But yeah, the Dilutions, the Dina Wakley, Tim Holtz, those are all available all over the place. So that's not a problem in getting those. Mr. Huey's, yeah, I would try see if you can go into Studio Calico or Amazon. But these are the products. I highly recommend them. I will have links in the description of the video, so you can go check out those. If you're local here, these are available at Scrap and Bean, and these are available Scrap and Bean, Treasured Memories. This same thing, Scrap and Bean and Treasured Memories. I highly recommend them, and don't forget to subscribe to this feed, and also like if you're on Facebook, and check out our Instagram page for all the pictures and whatnot of different projects that we make. And I will see you next week for more on tags. Have a great week.